A big landmark media law case that stood out to me was the New York Times Company versus United States case, which is also more commonly known as the Pentagon Papers case. So, to kind of summarize what happened, the New York Times claimed that the Nixon administration was preventing them and the Washington Post from publishing materials having to do with the American activity in Vietnam and a classified Defense Department study regarding the history of the United States activities in Vietnam. So, in response to the paper's accusation, the Nixon administration claimed that they were preventing them from publishing these materials because if the papers reported that information, it would compromise national security, so they argued prior restraint. By arguing prior restraint, this was the president's way of claiming that if the information was not suppressed as soon as possible, that it would put the American people and their country in a harmful situation. So the information had to be suppressed in order to protect people from these harmful materials that would surface. However, in the end, the Supreme Court ruled 6-3 in favor of the New York Times and Washington Post, with the main reasoning being that the word security was too vague to be used as a prime reason of the papers going against the First Amendment. They concluded that because the publishing of those materials would not cause any direct or immediate outcomes that would affect the safety of American forces, prior restraint was unjustified. So personally, I agree with the ruling of this case because I don't think the papers were trying to post this information in a malicious way. I think that what it really came down to was them wanting to simply just do their job, which is to research and inform the American people about what is going on in the world. So, because it wasn't out of pure malicious intent, I think the court made the right decision in allowing them to report and publish this information to the American people.